Hey everyone, welcome to another episode from Ampro Engineering. As you can tell, I'm back in the studio right now with this. So LDRC sent this to me about 6 months ago. Perhaps I should be better at getting to these things. Anyway, I have opened it. I've mushed it all back in the box. The box actually did come a little better than this. This is a generic box, and the vehicle that we have is that one there. Now, as much as I wanted the pink one, they sent the blue one over. So we'll pop the lid of this off and pull the car out. So I've got a couple other little bits here. We've got wipers to install, side view mirrors. I'm actually going to do that because I like the car like this. So zooming in a bit more, the body on it is very, very well molded. Very few imperfections that I can see. You can see right about there in the glare. Little bit of sink. I would say the worst part is the roof. The roof has kind of a considerable amount of scuffing, which is weird. I don't know if you can see that there. The rest of the car doesn't. The rest of the car is very, very nice. Perhaps when shipping these, they should consider putting like a foam low friction pad on this thing here, because it's a really, really nicely done body. I hate to see the surface marred. Unfortunately, in the video, it looks really, really light blue, but in person, it's more of an aqua color. It does come with, well, I talked about this already. Here is the charger, which actually looks very nice. It's probably one of the nicest LDRC chargers I've seen. You do get a single battery. They do have a 3-pin connector. WPLs, the original ones had 2 with a balance port. The new ones have 4, so unfortunately, they're not all interchangeable. I've had really good luck with these batteries. Comes with this here Phillips screwdriver, which is going to allow you to unscrew the door at the bottom. The battery was in here, but I went ahead and charged it already. So the remote is probably one of the nicest ones I've seen from them. The original remote was this little tiny, kind of chintzy feeling thing. This one here doesn't feel very good either. I wish it was a bit smaller. Again, I liked the tiny remotes they used to have. Again, they were very cheap feeling, but at least they were small. This one feels big for the sake of being big. Let's try and peel this off. I don't quite know what any of it does. On the bottom, okay, so we have 2 AA's. I thought it was AAA's. 1, 2, okay, that's on. All right. So for the car, we'll look through this real fast. So we do have some stickers for the mirrors. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that in a second. And then at the front, it comes with this, which I really love this. I'm sure most people are going to hate it. Nope, I love it. And so the car is put together. Get your little repeater there. Rear-view mirrors, little door pulls. I feel like those are supposed to be chrome. What else did I do? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, it did come with these little, right here. Okay. These are little limiters. So if you pop these out, it will increase the gap around the wheel so that the car will have more suspension. If you're going to be drifting, probably unnecessary. But if you do want to take the car outdoors and have some non-drift wheels, you'll probably want to pull these out. It does come with 2 spares. Let's turn the remote on. Turn the car on. That is a quiet servo. So remember, this is a drift car, so you're going to get a lot of steering travel. Seems like it goes more this way than it does that way. Let's see if we can adjust that. A, it says throttle. It just says T rate. Then B is T turn. I don't know what that means. Headlights. C, throttle trim and gyro sensitivity. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. So we know what C does. Just love pop-up headlights. By the way, you can see the front wheels. So that's the gyroscope. Let's adjust the trim. Kind of put that in the center. A. Let's see if we just press A. Okay, so A will increase the max throttle that you have. And when you do that, you have the little light on top. Let's see what B, I'm gonna put this back to off. Okay, let's see what B does. Doesn't sound like anything, so it might be steering related. Cool. Okay. That's a lot of steering. Wow. It still feels like it turns to the left a bit more. Maybe not. Okay, and then, okay, so for the gyro, this is pretty sensitive. Let's go back it off to 0. I think it's off, yeah. So back to 100. So I would say at minimum, I need to have, I don't know, 30 or so. We'll start there. Okay, we'll try and drive it on the desktop a bit, see what kind of control we have. We do have at the rear metal axles, which are just wicked. That is really cool. You can set the rear toe using these adjustable links right there. You can adjust the camber as well as at the front. On the NSX, there was actually some interference when you would turn the tires. Let's go ahead and do that. Clear. Well, actually, you know what? Let's max it out. Okay. Oh, clear. Okay, cool. Nice. Good to see that LDRC is upping their game. What else do we have? I like this on the remote here. I know I kind of glossed over the remote a little bit. Again, it's super cheap. What I do like, oh, I didn't even notice this. Oh, okay. There you go. There are your instructions right there. I totally dig that. LDRC has always done this with their radios. Again, to me, it's needlessly big. I don't think it needs to be. I wish the whole bottom of it was gone. If that was gone, I'd be happy. But I mean, I guess it does stand up. What did I just do? It might be momentarily cutting in and out. One more thing on the lights. We do have brake lights. Annoyingly, they're where the reverse lights are. I wish they wouldn't have done that. So you hit the brakes. I feel like they could have done this better. Do we have reverse lights? Oh, I see what they did. Interesting. Is there signal? Oh, there are signals. Any at the front? They usually aren't. Yeah, they usually only have them at the rear. Cool. Brakes. Brakes look really good, actually. All right, let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. I have to say that I'd kind of assumed this was going to be the exact same car as the RX-7 and the NSX, simply because it didn't look like they'd done all that much with this one here. The radio looked like it was new, but I just kind of assumed it was the same basic electronics. I was wrong. For a beginner like myself, this was by far the easiest car of the LDRC lineup I have ever tried to drift. It was reasonably predictable, and it made me look somewhat slightly competent. Absolutely blown away with this car. And to make this even cooler, there's a hobby shop that opened up a block away from me that has a drift track. So very soon I want to take all my LDRC cars out there and have a go. I've got some friends that are gonna come with. We're all kind of beginners, so we're probably not gonna be great, but at least the cars will look nice and shiny. The question is now asked, do you want one? This, as I said, is the best of the LDRC bunch. The new all-metal bodied Nissan Skyline has the same electronics, but it is quite a bit heavier. It was a little bit harder to drift, but with that said, I was only driving it on carpet, so I don't know how it would be on a hard surface. This one here was just awesome. Hard surface, carpet, it was great all around. So far, my favorite of the LDRC drift cars. My friends, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.